Be right back. Yo guys, what's going on? Sorry I had to go grab my brush, my wire brush here, and my computer so I can watch the stream myself, make sure everything's running correctly. Hope you're doing all right. We are going to be, I mean, if you read the title, you know what we're doing. We're going to be unboxing a big box of collector's case knives and probably some other stuff in there as well. We are in the process of moving right now and just got this box down from the shelf of storage. So we're going to open it up and see what we've got in there. Feel free to ask us any questions, anything like that. Always appreciate interaction of viewers, and just give me 1 second while I finish getting set up here. But like I said, though, feel free to ask any questions, anything like that. And I'll be here back in about like a minute and a half tops. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. But yeah, or not really sorry. It's something I had to do. But let me get that box out real quick. It's right here at my feet. And it's got some weight to it, good gosh. But I got them all in just a shoebox. Right here. And I honestly don't even really remember what's in this thing. So, your guys' guess is just as good as mine. But let me know, guys, if y'all have ever seen any of these knives. I'm sure you probably have. They're not like super duper rare. I think per year, Case only made like 65 of them. And I have maybe like, if I remember right, maybe between 10 to 15 of the years. Something like that, give or take. Like I said, I don't really remember. But we're just gonna go through this whole box right here. Get it back in the frame. We're just gonna be going through this whole box right here. And we are going to go through that. I don't even know what's in here. I mean, it's, when I said like mystery box, I mean, I kind of meant it. I don't really know what all's in here. I'm just making sure everything's working on my end over here. And it appears to be. Can you guys hear me okay? Can somebody at least just comment, we hear you fine, or something like that, or speak up? Anything like that would be great. But without further ado, we're going to get into this box right here. Where do I want to set this? I don't want to do that every time I need something. Alright. No idea what's in here. We're going to open it up regardless. I don't think it's a knife. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so this, I used to think this was the coolest thing on the planet. This was a knife given to me by my great-grandfather, but it's just wood. You hear me? Hey, what's going on, Donnie? But this come from my great-grandpa. And he had a friend that made it out of wood for him, and it has his name on it. But I thought this was pretty sick. At the time, man, I thought this was the coolest thing ever. How are you? How do you pronounce that? Koi and Jordy? I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I'm sorry. We're just going through a big old shoebox of older knives in boxes. Some in boxes, some packaged, some not. Some are considered to be case collectors. But this is the first one we opened. I mean, obviously it's not going to cut nothing. Yeah. But I do like it. And if they made a knife like this, I would honestly love it. Because it's got two sweet size blades. And, but yes, I remember my grandpa giving me this. And I was probably like, man, that's probably been like 5 or 6 years ago. But I thought that was really cool. I'm going to set that right there. I actually might decorate my new room with that when we get moved into the house. Alright, this right here. I mentioned this in that's a good butter knife. Dude, that's right. No kidding. But I actually mentioned this knife here. I'll move my camera up just a little bit here. I actually mentioned this knife in my stream prior, and it's my friend knows somebody that makes these, and so he got him to make it for me for I think it might have been like my 15th birthday, something like that. I don't really remember exactly. But I thought this was really cool, and it's obsidian deer antler, and I have an arrow to match it too up in my room. I'm getting starting to decorate. So, but I thought this was really cool. Obsidian, yeah, I'm gonna make a portal out of that. Trust. I'm kidding. Somebody just, yeah. Not yet. I'm fixing to. Sorry, that's my grandma. She's staying here beside us. Next up, yes, it is Simeon holding it. Okay. Yeah, this was just another one from my grandpa. There's nothing special about it. It's just camo. But we'll set that aside. It's not really anything special. But we're saving the good stuff towards the end. Just because I'm going to be mean like that. Alright, this is Case XX, USMC, stacked leather Marine Corps knife. This thing's got some beef to it. It's pretty heavy. It's got the fault, well, it's actually got a real edge, but it's as dull as a false edge. I've honestly kind of forgot I had this thing in here. But let me know if you guys would like to see a sharpening video on that. It's pretty cool. I think this was actually one of the first fixed blades I ever got. And I have the sheath for it somewhere. I think it's sitting in another box here beside me. Just because the sheath was kind of big for the shoebox and it wouldn't fit. I'm going to set this aside for now. And let me know if you guys would like to see a video on this. And if not, that's totally cool too. I'm kind of already running out of room here. We just got started. It can go right there. How about that? Alright, this knife. Dude, I have no arm hair left from shaving my knives. But, this knife actually came from a subscriber. He gave it to me a while back. Pretty Damascus. Even on the butt of it. Nice chopper. It was actually Mr. Allen, and I believe he's watching the stream right now, or at least he was. Mr. Allen97, shout out to him. Go check out his channel. I think he still has a channel. It's been a long time. But, yeah, he gave me this knife a while back. And, I have the sheath for it, too, in that same box as the other sheath. But I think this is beautiful. I mean, it just feels good in the hand. I feel like you could really do some whacking with it. But, probably the prettiest knife we've come across so far. The murder mallet. Well, I didn't plan on using it for that, but I guess you could if you had to. Which knife do you think is cooler between these two? We got the Obsidian and we got the Damascus. Personally, I don't know. I think they're both really cool. They both take talent to make too. Different kind. But we're gonna set this one aside for now. I definitely like it better than the case. Better than this one. I just stepped a hole in my table. Better than this one. Like the obsidian better. That's fair. I do really like this one though. And the guy that donated me the knife is the one that said the obsidian was better. But anyway, let's see what else we got in here before we get to the chunk of the stuff. I think this actually might be a pistol. Yeah. A very small pistol. It's clear. But I thought this was cool. I used to decorate my room with this. Dude, it'd be so cool to make knives. Unfortunately, I don't have this time nor the skill for that. But, and then look at this little trigger. It folds down, and that's how you shoot it. And you can flip it right back up. But I thought that was pretty cool. I got this from... I don't remember where I got it from. We're going to put it back in the newspaper for now. I might try to... I mean, I'm never going to shoot it, so I might try to, like, polish it up a little bit. You'd think it's cute too, getting shot by it. But we might polish it up and do something else with it. But let me know if you guys would like to see that. I can try to do a bit of that. But for now, I'm going to wrap that up, point it in a safe direction, away from me and everybody else around, and set it to the side here. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright. I think this is like our last non-case knife. Shooting pinky toes. So this, I got this maybe for like my 16th birthday, I guess. For my mom. The blades are made out of copper. Or it says copper stone. I don't know if it really is or not. And it says copper stone, so I'd imagine at least this part's copper, and then the blades are just made to mimic it. It's really pretty. I don't really know what else to say about it, but besides it's pretty. And I had it, most of these knives actually I had sitting out in my old room as decor. It just says Rough Rider on it. Yeah, 440 razor sharp steel. So it's not, obviously it's not copper, but it's painted with like a copper kind of, well, not as shiny, I guess, as copper. At least it doesn't look like it through the camera. On my end, it looks got some more shine to it, because I'm watching it here on my computer as well. But this definitely looks more like copper. But I think it's really pretty nonetheless. We'll put that back up in our box here. And I think that's the last non-case knife that we're going to be opening here. This stream should not be very long. If we get through pretty quick, I'll probably clean up and then do a sharpening video if that's cool with you guys. And if not, I'm probably going to do it regardless. If it's cool with you guys or not, you don't have to watch it. Okay, no, I take that back. That was not our only, our last non-case knife. There's this little Rough Rider limited edition, or excuse me, not Rough Rider, Old Timer limited edition case. I got this as like a that's why how I got into knife sharpening. I tried to like sharpen up here, and then I just realized I couldn't do it, so I just put some metal to it, and that seemed to work a lot better. But I got this as like a Secret Santa thing from a church. I thought that was really cool. And it's got like a lot of facts on the back and some interesting information. But I think these are pretty, and I think my grandpa actually carries one that looks a lot like this. But like I said, this says limited edition. I don't know how limited that is. And you can throw limited edition on anything, and it's limited edition. But I'm not seeing anything on the back of it that really tells what's special about it. But anyway, I thought they were pretty, and I like the felt. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was... Okay, nope. I got one more, I promise. This is the last non-case knife. This is just a cheap little back lock, spine lock, whatever you want to call it. Either or is fine. Knife, and I got it from my great uncle. And I found, so in one of my unboxings earlier that came from that side of the family, his sister gave me a box of knives, and I found one that matches this, but it's a bear. It's got a bear in a river. It's the same style. I think it even has like the same little, what do you want to call this, like a badge thing, I guess. Same little token on it. But regardless of that, we're going to move on to the interesting stuff, because I know that's what you guys are here to see. Alright. Oh, also this was in my box. If you've never seen a 50 caliber bullet, if you've never seen how big that is into... I'll have to look at what a bolo shape, a bolo machete. But if, or let me look it up right here actually. But I'll show you guys this. If you've never seen what a 50 cal bullet looks like in person, like as something for reference, this is it next to that little Swiss Army knife. I say little, this is like the average size Swiss. And it's like, it's a good bit bigger than it. But it's been drained. There's no gunpowder in there. Crap, with a 50 cal. So what was that? No, a bolo machete. Okay, yeah. So now is yours is not the kukri, right? Because some people consider the kukri to be bolo. Like, is yours like on this part of the blade? Does the blade like kind of swoop up and then back this way, or is it kind of flat through here and have like a big curve towards the end of it, like a traditional bolo? I don't really know how to explain it. Like, okay, awesome. Well, that's good. That'd be a little bit easier to sharpen. Best way I would do it, given what I have, so I don't have power tools to sharpen. If you have power tools, that'd be so much quicker, so much easier. I don't like to use power tools to sharpen just because I like the process. That's what I like about sharpening. It's not even about how sharp I get my knife. It's just like the state of mind I'm in sharpening, and just kind of like the satisfactory of it, I guess. But it is about how sharp I get it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so I was thinking of a Latin machete, I think, versus bolo. It's got a nice edge on it, but I mean, some parts, I mean, it's jagged. I feel like it would cut you, but not like slice you, if that makes sense. Like, it's like itty bitty serrations. And I saw somebody actually take like a rolling stone. Okay, I see you. But I did saw somebody take a rolling stone to this, and they actually got it pretty sharp. Like, it was actually crazy. Because a lot of surgical knives now are made of obsidian blades. Because they're pretty competitive with diamond. But it looks like the square knife you had, but machete size. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture right here. If you had a power tool, like if you had big belt grinder, excuse me, I would use that. If not, get you like a so I got this diamond stone here from, this was from Harbor Freight, and this was like, I think I gave like 14 bucks after tax for this thing. And it's resin, a diamond home block, diamond coated, nickel plated alloy steel plates. But it goes from 200, 3, 4, up to 600. Okay, you got a belt grinder. That's definitely what I would do then. And I would set it, depending on how, like, the quality of it, I would, if it's like a higher quality, would kind of depict what I would set my blade angle to, what I would put my edge angle as. But if it's like a higher end, you could go probably run a little bit thinner. But let me look up a good, it's a daily chopper. Okay. I know a lot of fixed blades are like 20 degrees, but I've never sharpened a machete yet. Yeah, so this says you want to go for the same as about 20 degrees on each side, same as most fixed blades. So I would go 18 at the lowest if I were you. Between 17 to 18, depending on the steel type, because some steels can hold an edge better than others, um, and you know, depending on if it's like corrosive resistant or not, and it depends on how well like you got or how often you have to maintenance that blade. But if you want to maintenance very low, like if you want to maintenance very few times, I would run 20 degrees. That's probably what I would say is a safe bet on each side, so 40 inclusive. But like I said, I would use one of these if you don't have power tools, just because this hogs a lot of material off at once. And it being a machete, I mean, it's got a good chance of having some chips and that kind of stuff. So really take your time with it. Look real close to it, because you can have like micro abrasions in it, I guess. Okay, yeah, so I actually have quite a few double bit axes. I'll go grab them right quick and I'll show you how I sharpen those. I got them right here right beside me. Just one second. Alright, so what I did, so this is a Sager chemical double bit axe. This one was made in 1948. These things sell on eBay for a good bit of money, actually. And I have a few of these. This one still has a chunk of the original handle in it. But I'll show you kind of what I did. So what I did is I would clamp this into my vise. And it's easier if it has a handle. I have one that has a handle on it. I probably should just grab that. But I can demonstrate with this hatchet right here. I'll demonstrate with it, because I just sharpened this in a previous short. Let's say you can clamp it here onto your workstation, right? And if it's super dull, got a bunch of chips in it, what I like to do is take a rag, and I've got a big towel right here, I guess would work for demonstration purposes. I don't have enough room for this, guys. But it's clamped here, and I set a rag on the middle of it since it's double bit, and take my file on top of that, and that just about will give you the right angle you need. And if it doesn't, all you gotta do is fold this up again, but fold it nice and neat so it's more precise. And lay this on top of it. Yo, what's up, Carry Crew? Lay this on top of it while this is clamped in, and you just go back and forth with this. And then once you get all the chips out, I have like a super abrasive stone, and I just use it, and I go in circular motions across it, as you can see here, and it turned out fairly good. This thing was rusted to pieces, and it took me forever to get this thing to look decent, but it's pretty sharp. Like that hurts to do that. But I took a stone, and they even make an axe stone, and it's round for the circular motion, but I got one from Ace Hardware that's more coarse. Yeah, that's what I did. I used that towel, folded it up, and even just a rag will work. There's a lot on a towel. You don't need that much. But just fold up like a washcloth, and keep your hand on top of the file. This is not the file I used. I just grabbed the first one I found, like this. Put it here so it kind of stays even. And if your file's diagonal like this one, you can just kind of run back and forth this way. And if it's not, keep your hand on the rag still and just run the file. Excuse me, your hand will come off the rag, but your file will stay on the rag. And you can just kind of run back and forth like this. Kind of like the precision adjust sharpener. Yeah, man, thank you for all the questions. I love it. Yeah, that's what I told him. I said a rag, take a file. This is not the file I used, but it's the only one I could find, and I didn't have any WD-40 at the time I sharpened it. But, yeah, see? He knows. And then if you want to get super fancy, I mean, I guess you could do all sorts of different stuff with it, but that's just what I do for a good working edge, because I've used my double bit axes like this to hew down some trees, to fell some trees, and it works fairly well. Your double bits will be, so a lot of times, now I don't know if a fireman's axe is like this, like you mentioned, a lot of times one blade will be broader than the other. This one is. This blade here, this edge is broader in a sense as this one is. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but holding it, you can definitely tell this is more of a, it just broadens. You can see how much wider it gets right here versus this one is skinnier right here. It doesn't really look like it on camera, but I'm telling you, you can definitely feel a difference. Like if I were to take a measurement of that versus that, at the beefiest point, it'd be a lot less. Just to try to hold the edge better. Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to. So, most axes now for splitting have a wedge built into, like a Fiskars has a wedge built into it. Like it looked like you were to take this and slap it on the side, on each side of it. So once you make contact with the wood, that's what does the splitting. The edge just gets you started down in there, but it's the force of splitting kind of throws the wood apart. And you want the thinner one for hewing or for felling, because it bites deeper, if that makes sense. But let me get back to, but yeah, thank you for the questions, man. Now that your live demonstration, you can leave my check in the mail. That cost you. Just messing with you. Let me set this aside. All right. So next, our first case knife, limited edition World Series, Atlanta Braves. Now I'm not big on baseball. Never have been. More than likely, never will be. It's too slow of a sport for me. You hit, they run. That's it. They hit and run. Yeah, it's my state. But I'm from North Georgia. But this came from my grandfather. And as you can see, it is beyond dusty. And I think there's actually like something in the bottom of it here. Yeah, there's a dollar coin he left me. And I put it in that same box, 1979 dollar token. Sitting in the bottom of this box. This is 95 World Series. And up until recently, this was the latest series they had won. But it's very pretty knife. I'll try to get it out of here and I'll clean it up a little bit. I don't want to like use any liquid on it because I don't want to risk it rusting from sitting in here for so long. But I got a little microfiber cloth here from Kaiser, and we'll clean it up just a little bit here. We can read the blade off to you. But it's real pretty. Alright, so like I said, 1995, it says the team of the 90s, 1991, NL champs, 1992, NL champs, 93, NL West champs, 96, NL champs, 95, NL champs, and world champs. Dude, it is very beautiful. A lot of these knives make this knife look not so special. I'm fixing to show you, at least in my opinion. I'm going to save my favorite one for last because I know where it's at. But this is a very beautiful knife. I love the handle scale. It's just the same as you. Very pretty. Got your spade blade and you got your clip point here. And it just says World Series Champions 1995 Atlanta Braves. Case USA. But I don't even know if Case does anything like that anymore for baseball or for any sport for that matter. I don't keep up with baseball. I like basketball. I don't keep up with baseball though. And I need to clean this thing out somehow. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, did the whitewater raft in there too, right? In Atlanta. I don't even know my own state history, if that tells you anything. So, it is a cool talking. That is true. Yeah. So, my friend loves baseball, and I remember showing it to him for the first time. He thought it was pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about it is trying to get it back in this case, because just that wants to slam closed on you like that, and I'm scared the other one's going to slam closed on me. But if it does, we'll be okay. Mama didn't raise no wussy. There we go. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Case & Sons Collector Series, it says right here. I don't know if it will or not, but I like it open, because I'm going to probably display it in my new room. And once I get that done, I'm going to show you guys my knife display setup. I actually just ordered some shelves for it, just some hanging shelves, and they're tiered and stacked and kind of staggered. I think they're really cool looking. They're just matte black. But they match the aesthetic of my room. But I'll definitely try to show you guys that and how I set them up by year, because a lot of these are sorted by year. Now, I don't have them sorted in this big box by year, but they are assorted by case by year, if that makes sense. Next up, I don't think this is one of the specialty ones. I'm pretty sure I just got this one for Christmas as like a Chinese Christmas gift. I think I stole it from maybe my dad. Yeah. Real pretty knife here. Collectors Club. Case Collectors Club. Product quality information. So we've got our papers here. They're stuck together, so I'm not even going to open that. We're going to open this, though, for sure. Nice sheep's foot blade. Almost a warm, I guess that's a Warncliffe with like a reverse Tonto. Not much tension, though. But really, most of these knives are just for aesthetics. Got your little spade blade. And then you've got your clip point. Case XX. Pretty knife right here. Very clean. I love the handle skills on this one. We're going to close this back up. Tis a sheep's foot. Okay. It is awful flat, I guess. I thought it was a sheep's foot too at first, but it's also got no bend whatsoever. Like it is just straight across. But I thought it was a sheep's foot too at first. I overthink some stuff. But anyway, we're going to put this aside. Oh, you're good. I know what you mean. We're going to put this aside for now. And we're going to get to... I've got one more, and then I've got the series that I was talking about. Put this one up. And this is that last one before the series. This one came from the pawn shop. Does it say when I got it? No. This is a natural bone smooth canoe. I think this one actually might be the same thing. I'm pretty sure this was a stolen Christmas gift too in the Chinese game. This is, to me, one of the prettiest knives. Look at how pretty that is. Smooth bone, canoe, just absolutely gorgeous of a knife. Nice reflective. You can look, you can see myself again. Let's open this up. I'm watching myself watch myself. That's kind of cool. Very beautiful knife. Case double X. Man, they make some pretty stuff. I think they should just stick with traditional instead of trying to. And Carrie Crew and I had talked about this the other day. Like Leatherman trying to step outside of their comfort zone of multi-tools and make knives. I feel like Case should stick right here. I think they own this. This is their territory. Leave the newer stuff to the other guys. They need to stay here. But yeah, real pretty knife. One of my favorites in here, I think, that I can remember of. Put that back in the box, paperwork, and stuff this in there because I'm not wrapping it. Alright, next we have these ones here. So here we go. And this is the years I was talking about. They actually might already have them assorted. No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I do, actually. Maybe. Could be totally wrong on that. Because it only says the year once you open up the knife. Alright, we're going to start with what I believe is the oldest one. We're going to start here and go across, down and across, so on and so forth. I'm going to start with this green one here. I'm going to set these right here for now. Let me move my camera down a little bit. Or is it okay? I mean, you guys can see me and the knife just fine, I guess. Yeah, so... And out of the 65 participants, so my grandfather was part of some like subscription, I think, and he was number 49 out of 65, and it tells you right here 49. So his is the only one in the world that says this. I mean, really, I guess this is almost like a one-in-one knife in the world. It says 049, and you open it up, and it has it was like somebody using a smoker, I guess, in 2008. And it says 39th Annual Sorghum Festival on the other side. In Blairsville, Georgia. But I think this is really pretty too. Again, the same handle scales. But very pretty knife, nonetheless. Look here at the paper. I'm looking for it to say, like, collector series, I guess. Anyway, I could be wrong. It might not be like a collector series, but in my eyes, I mean, it should be. There's only a few of them made. But regardless, I'm gonna close this up. That goes this way. Like that. Alright, sweet. See that one here? Alright, next. So, they should go in order by year. Now, I have a few years missing, like a gap. But they might not be in order here. My uncle has some of the other ones from him. Yes, this is 2016, so I have the gap. Yeah, man, go right ahead. What's up? Oh, okay, I thought you were saying you're asking me one. Oh, wait, these do have the year listed on them. Okay, hold on. We might do it that way. Maybe they don't. I can't hardly read. All right, we're just gonna open them at this point because it doesn't really matter. This one right here, 2016. I'll tell you what it says about it here. Trapper Chestnut, 2016, in gold. It's pretty case, obviously. It actually might be brass. I'd imagine. Doesn't say anything on their code here. And the blade has the same. This one has the same image as the last one did, just a little bit more refined. You can see this a little bit easier. It's a little bit bigger. So it's got a man with some straw and some wheat, and somebody else with a cooktop. 47th Annual Sorghum Festival, and his, like I mentioned earlier, his number is 49, if you can see it right here. 049. But I'm not sure if it's brass. It looks to be. What do you think? Regardless, I think it's pretty. I think chestnuts were pretty. We're going to put this in here and move to the next one. But yeah, that was not in the year that I have them, because I have like a 2013 one, I think is my next oldest one. I could be wrong on that, though. I don't really remember. Yeah, it looks like it's got that like certain kind of sheen. Okay, this one to me is very beautiful. The 2021 Sorghum Festival case. Mediterranean Blue Bone Smooth Trapper. 6254SS. This is a beautiful knife. And I think they all might have brass pins in them. It looks, I know the last one, they look the exact same. We'll open this one up. I'd imagine it has the same picture on it. Yeah, it has the same picture, but the text on this one's like a sky blue. But this is a beautiful knife. Like this, if you wore blue jeans and you wanted to carry one of these, this would be the one. Because that matches denim about to a T. Okay. Well, these have, like, I don't know if it matters or not. These have never been used. They've been staying in a display case or a box for a while. They do have, like, a little bit of a green. Not a green. Well, I don't know what you'd call that. Like a silvery, I guess. I don't know. I'm so not good with colors. I have a hard time seeing colors. So that's why I'm asking you, because I have a hard time seeing certain colors. But this, again, the same blue as the text on the previous blade. But I think this is a pretty knife, and it snaps closed. I got you, yeah. Alright, let's see what year this one is here. This is 2017. Alright, so I'm not a big fan of this one. I think this one's just like way too much coming at you. But it's textured and it says case on it. It doesn't have their emblem, but it's got the word case like textured and embedded on there. Again, it says Sorghum Festival. I think this was the 48th, no, 47th, I'm not good with math. 48th annual. I do, however, like the green on the text. That is very case. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Like, it just looks like orange. But I do like the green text on it, though. And it has the same emblem, same picture on it. But yeah, guys, I think it's... I mean, they all, or a few of these years kind of all look the same. And then they do like this transition. They start doing more like canoes. But yes, all these are all the same trappers. Yeah, it just says Trapper Burnt Orange. Well, that's all it says, so. Okay, if this is the one I remember, this one is absolutely gorgeous. It says, Isthmus, Ice Blue, Synthetic, Smooth, Medium, Stockman. Again, 049. Okay, this one's different. But I think this one's beautiful. I love that color. Like that baby blue, sky blue, and it has the little, like, Christian fish symbol, I guess. Oh, this is 2020. This is COVID year. But this one has the image on the sheep's foot blade here. And the little spade doesn't have anything. It just says double S. And this one says 51st Annual Sorghum Festival. But I think this is beautiful. Yeah, it's super pretty. Probably one of the prettiest ones I've opened yet, to me, just because I like the fish a lot. And I actually remember opening this one when I got it. So I still actually get these in the mail. Like, his subscription went to my mom, and she didn't want it, so she gave it to me. So I still get these knives in the mail about every... Close. It's between, well, Mom and Dad give them to me for Christmas. Like, it's still... Mom didn't give me her subscription. She still has it, but she just gives me this as my Christmas present. That was one of my presents, so... I think that's awful sweet of her. Just try to keep the tradition. And she knows I like knives. Trapper Harvest Orange. Oh, got another orange knife. That's grand. This one's not so hard on your eyes, though. Kind of looks like corn. Just more orange. But it's got, like, dimples like a golf ball in it. Looks like corn if you ate it off the cob and you just left the cob. You get catfish. Yeah, that's fair. I'm more of a bass fisherman. Yeah, so this is 2013. This is the next oldest one that I have. The oldest one that I have that we've yet to open until now. It's got the same image on it. This one I just opened, you dingus. This text is just black. 44th Annual Sorghum Festival. Not one of my favorites, but still nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, around here we have mostly spotted bass. It's an invasive species. Alright, Trapper Navy Blue. I think this one's going to be pretty as well. Yes, this one is very pretty. It's got the same kind of like dimples in it. As you can see. And it matches my shirt fairly well, I feel like. why is that one hard to open? Okay. And I like this one. It's got blue and red. America. Sorghum Festival 049 again. And this one should have the image on it. Yeah, it does. When I display these, I'll probably put the other blade up in display box, on my display shelf. So it'll be like, if I have enough room for the box to sit behind it, it's gonna look like this. Just to kind of keep it organized. Oh, my camera setup just fell. That's okay though. Not a big deal, not a big deal. To be totally real, I have it taped in place with painter's tape, so I guess you get what you get. And what else do you, what do you really expect, I guess. Oh yeah, it just fell completely. Let's see if I can try to fix something up here for us. Where's my tape at that I had? Or I might could just set a whetstone in front of it if I got one close. I don't want it to move from where it's at right now, though. Alright, seriously, where'd I put that tape at? Oh, there it is. Alright, hold on. This is a camera on a budget. Hey, it's held up for a string and a short. We'll take it. There. That's better anyway. Alright, let's get back to it. Do you guys like these kind of videos, or do you prefer the sharpening videos? Oh, forgot to read this one off. Trapper White, that's all it says. Alright, are we back now? I think we are. That was my grandma asking about my sister. 46th annual, 2015. Are we back now? I think we are. That was my grandma asking. It's my other monitor playing it, so I can make sure everything's working right. But do you guys like these kind of videos, or do you prefer sharpening? I probably primarily do sharpening. It is a sharpening channel. But I just thought these were pretty cool, and I wanted to show them off before I put them all on display. Show them off one at a time before they went onto display. Or did you guys like the mystery, old mystery knives? Because I've got boxes of TSA knives too. This one just says Trapper Red. Real original, guys. But it has got America on it. America's amazing. So I do like that though. On the case emblem right here. It's got American flag in behind it too, and it's outlined in gold. I don't know if all of the texts have been like this or not. I guess they have been. But I really just now noticed it on this one, because the blue really pops against the red. And then on our next blade on this knife is the same photo, the same etching on it. I guess maybe pilgrims. I'm not real sure what it is, to be honest with you. Somebody's smoking something. Not like a cigarette or weed, but like smoking some kind of food. I've got one more, and then we're down to like the newer boxes. This one's 2019 Canoe Star Spangled. But that sounds pretty. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, this one was my favorite. I am not going to lie to you. Are you guys ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Absolute beaut of a knife. It looks a lot like that second one we opened, just the white bone. Got American flag on the scales here, and this might be bone. It looks very similar to the other one we had that was bone. And this is textured. You can feel the stars, you can feel the indentation of the stripes, and the photo is actually on the back of this one. Yeah, and you can see it a lot better on that. So you guys tell me what you think that is. Open it up, and this one just says USA on this side. And on this side, this is the 50th anniversary of the Sorghum Festival. So I guess maybe this one was like more special. But this one, they went all out. They balled out on this one. This one's my favorite one that I had, I think, unless I'm mistaken. If there's one I'm forgetting, unless there's one I'm forgetting, this is top. I love canoe shape, and I love America. Put the two together, and you got yourself a good knife. And you throw case on top of that, and you've got an even better knife. So check, check, check. It's a good formula. All right, I've got 2 of these left here that I'm aware of. All right, this is a purple curly maple smooth small swell center jack. Okay, this one was like my second favorite one of this series. Look at how beautiful that is. Absolute gorgeous. And this is the 53rd. This is 2022, if I'm correct on that. 53rd. Sorghum Festival. And this is just like gold lettering on it. Blairsville, Georgia, K-XX. Open up the little blade here in the back. Yeah, 22. It's got that same picture on it. But I think this is number 2 out of this series. My favorite knife we've yet to open. My favorite one. But out of this series, these 2 have been my favorite. This is the American flag one, and this is that purple curly maple. All right, our last one in this series. This is the Caribbean Blue Bone Saw Cut, a jig medium stockman. I don't even know if we have any viewers still watching, to be honest. But that's all right. We're going to keep going. This one, it's pretty. It's not my favorite. It's bright. It looks like watercolor. But I think, nonetheless, somebody out there would think that's really pretty. And I could see where you would think that. To me, I like the more simple, not so vibrant highlighter colors. That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody started highlighting in the middle, just like bore down really hard and went across it. But this was the Stockman 2023. So this is this the newest one I have? I wonder when last year one went. I guess I'm missing 1 or 2. Maybe they got lost. I don't have them in here, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah. The 55th Annual Sorghum Festival. because it's hard to believe that it's 2025 and we're in August right now. I'm genuinely baffled in your little baby spade, Weiswell, Georgia. But yeah, that's all of that collection, all of that series. And we should get another one in the mail here pretty soon, I hope. Mom better hope she finds it before I find it, because I'm not waiting for it. Alright, now for my favorite knife in this box. I'm pretty sure it's the last one I have in here. Did I have it open? Yes, it is. Alright, so this one, coming in like this mystery felt black box. Somebody leave a comment what you think it is. It's a case double X. Oh, I love the sound of that. And the feeling of it. Anyway. Alright, in 3. Make sure I have that the right way. Alright, yeah, so 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Stained glass. Got your dove with the olive branch. Biblical. I love it. This is my favorite one by far. Just beautiful. Beautiful knife. I love the white, gold, and the black. It really makes everything just kind of pop out at you. We'll take it out of here, open it, wipe it down, put it back in there. But it's just like most of those other knives. Concerning the blade and the handles, it's just a trapper. But still, I think it's very pretty. We're going to stick it back in here and we wipe it down with this new rag, this new microfiber. And guys, that is it for that. But we might do a little sharpening, a little knife maintenance or something. But let me get all this cleaned up. Let me know, guys, if you liked that kind of content. I know it's a little bit different than what we usually do. But nonetheless, I thought they were pretty cool. But if nobody has any questions, I'm going to move on to the next segment, which is just going to be some sharpening and some maintenance and some tool maintenance, I guess. But thank you guys for watching. Feel free to keep sticking around if you want to scroll on or go do whatever. More than free to, but thank you guys. I'm going to be cleaning this up. Because I have, like I said earlier, just limited workspace. I'll put all these back into here, like so. I'm gonna put a little pistol in here. Right there. It's crazy how much faster it is to just put everything up. Oh, wait, did I miss this one? No, I didn't. No, just the regular white trapper one. Alright. I think I'm going to stand up for this next part. My legs are falling asleep. I'm going to put this obsidian knife out here to look upon because it's beautiful. But yeah, so Carrie Crew had mentioned to me on my last stream, I was asking him about stropping and how to strip down some compound off an old strop. Not an old strop, but old compound off a strop. And he said to use a wire brush. We're going to try that here. which actually seems to be working pretty well. Alright. I feel like the rest of that's just kind of stained on there. This no longer feels like leather, though, so I hope he was right. If not, I'll have to be ordering me a new strap. Because now it's more hard, I guess. But anyway. I'm not going to just, like, apply it super heavily. I'm just trying to get a good coating of it on there. I feel like that right there should be alright. Like that right there. Alright. Now then, what else should we work on? Guys, I actually don't know what enough to work on. Let's look in here. I think this one might actually need to touch up. Cutting up knives with a knife. Yeah, it definitely needs to touch up. Yeah. Alright, so let's get to that. I'm pretty sure I had this one set at 18 degrees, so we're going to do that. Go ahead and set my precision angle adjust down to 18. It still appears to be. And I'm going to wet my stones for a bit here. Should need a whole lot of water. A lot of water. Should need a whole lot of water. Take off the diamonds and the ceramic. I'm gonna get little rings off without launching them across the room. So I do that, I'm kind of toasted. Put this on here. Slide my rings back on there. Even if I can just put a ring on it. Put this bad boy in the clamp. Tighten her down. All right, here we go. Oh, I need the support. And if you guys ever use something like this, like aftermarket, definitely use a support, because this is a lot heavier. It's a good bit heavier than this, I'll say that. It's a good bit heavier. It's like even without me pushing it, the knife kind of wants to bend down if you don't use that support. And this shouldn't take very long to do, just because we're touching up. I just mainly wanted to try out this strop recommendation by Carry Crew. Shout out Carry Crew. Pop this off here. Re-wet this. And I might re-strop what I worked on last night too, now that I've got my strop fixed up. And I'm sure that'll help us out a good bit there. How you guys doing? I don't even know if there's anybody here. I think it's just me. It's Jesus and me. It's alright. That thing sounds like a horse trotting. Let's remove it. Dry it. Because leather does not like water. Interesting fact. Just kidding, I'm sure just about every one of you already knew that. And I just used the bottom end of the base for my diamond block for this, just to get it up off the table a little bit easier for me to maneuver. And I wish it didn't rock like it did, but it does, and I can't do anything about it. Actually, I might can right there. And that helps it some. getting there. Like I said, I didn't figure it would take too long for this. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. I'll just drop it just a little bit more. Let's see. Might need to do a little bit more. I'm not sure just yet. I think it's a little wet. A little bit more work done to it. There we go. That's crazy. We're just a little touch will do. There we go, guys. It's a lot better. Something I've learned, and this could be totally not true. Maybe it's just what I think. Say you're sharpening an 18. This is 18 degrees. I feel like for stropping, you want to come up a little bit, maybe more to 20. To get that final burr off there. I don't know. That could be totally wrong. I still start off shallow. But then if that doesn't work, I'll go up just a little bit. Just to really make sure I get that little wire off there. Because that was the difference between that ripping and that not ripping. But my paper's wet down here, so it's just tearing itself. So, but I'll probably go in stream right there. There's nobody even here really. Oh, somebody just pulled up. Yo, what's going on? How's your day going? We're just got done sharpening. Excuse me, honing an edge on this knife here. It's pretty sharp. It's my Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. One of my favorite EDC knives that I have, if not my #1 favorite. But might do another touch up on one more just for giggles, just to say we did it. Since we got somebody else new here watching us, so I think I'm gonna do that. Let me grab that knife out. It's right here at my feet. It's another Kaiser. And this is the Kaiser Critical Mini. Like a wedgie going on there. But yeah, we're gonna do the same thing to this one here. Just start off with the, Oh, that one new viewer left. That's okay. We're still going to do this. On this Warncliffe blade. Re-whip my stones. But after this, yeah, I'll probably end stream after this one. God, will you please continue to help Sarah, God? Will you please help us to unlock you? Will you please forgive me for masturbating and avoiding wrong and looking at nudity? Alright. Should be good right there. And I had this one also at 18 degrees, if I remember correctly. So this one's a Warncliffe. I mean, you really just be going straight across. Not like straight this way, straight, just diagonal like this. Not really any circular. Slip that over. Yeah, it should be alright. I hope. I'm not over polishing anything. But if we are, we can fix it. loosen that up right there. There we go. And dry her off. I need a new strap. Like I said, I'm going to start kind of shallow. And work up just a little bit. Because that seems to finesse that final little burr off there just a little bit better than going too shallow. And try right there in the Montgomery page out of her book. This needs a little bit done on it. And that's what this is all about, guys. You try it. If it's not good enough, you just keep going. Or try something different even. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. I'll make her this other sheet here. We even got waves in it. Like so. Yeah. Alright, well guys, that's probably going to end it right there. I gotta go do some stuff around the house, but Thank you guys for watching. This has been Cy Sharpman. God bless. Lord, we ask you to watch over us, God, and keep us safe. Bless all those here and those who aren't, and help Sarah in the hospital, God. Will you please lead and direct us and bless the service and services and save those who are lost and those who become lost, God. Help us to be more like you and less like ourselves. I pray that in what time we're afraid, we're trusting you. And I pray that we would decrease, that you might increase. In Christ's name we do pray. Please help us, God. Amen. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. This has been Cy Sharpman. God bless.